Grand Rising family one, welcome to another episode of Max Crypto News, where we talk about these intangible coins at all times. Family, listen, today we got a nice show lined up. I got some fellas with me today, got some more people coming in, and today we want to talk about what are you waiting for, right? How much money will be made before you decide to start getting yours off these markets, right? In these markets right now, what are you waiting for, right? When are you going to start making your money, right? What's the problem, right? With that being said, I want to let my panel members have the opportunity to introduce themselves to the family, and we're going to jump right in.
Hey, hello. Grand rising to everyone on the live feed. My name is Richard, the Financial Advocate Medley, and I'm just very proud because I listened and took action to this brother. I'm very proud to be on this panel. So let's listen up, let's take some notes, and let's get busy.
Grand Rising family, Grand Rising. This is Leonard Walker, President of the Centers for American Slave Political Action Committee. I'm also into this financial thing and these stocks and different things. And ever since I met the brother, he gave me some good tips on some stuff. People, listen, the brother, he knows what he's talking about. He knows this crypto game. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's not as hard as it seems. And don't let nobody talk you out of something. Don't know. These brothers have made money. You can make money too. I've made money. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all, brothers. We got a couple more people that'll be joining while we live today. But I just got a quick question for y'all. Right? How's that crypto portfolio looking?
Hey, they hating, man. They hating on the player.
Hey, look, man, listen. Bitcoin went up to 23,000, almost 20. I think $23,800. And when I looked at my portfolio, my eyes was big as I don't know what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what I want to do, I just want us to go down memory lane, man, and talk about it a little bit, and just talk about some of the stuff. Because we've been talking about this stuff since March. Not just crypto, we've been talking about stocks as well, right? Since March of this year, when we got in the height of this coronavirus and the stock market crashed, we started talking about certain stocks to buy, certain crypto to buy back in March, right? So what I wanted to do was just have a little memory lane show where we just go back and we just talk about a little couple of things, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen. Listen, this is an open show. Y'all can jump in at any moment now. Any moment y'all can jump in. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna just start sharing some stuff that we talked about, right? I'm gonna start off with the crypto because I'm waiting on my partner to come in and he gonna help me with the stocks. You know, Leonard with the stocks, all of us, we all do it all, stocks and crypto, but you know, I'm gonna start off with the crypto just to share my screen and let y'all see the past. I'm only talking about the past. I just want to talk about the stuff that we was talking about in the past. So hold up, where am I at? Let me go right here, right? So I'm going to CoinMarketCap, y'all. Right. And I want to go back to March, right? So you see Bitcoin at 23,000. It's at 23,000. It's still going, but we're gonna look at Ethereum. It's at $650, family, right? So let me click Ethereum. Let me show y'all something. This is why I say sometimes if good information is good to get, right? So let me go here and let me show y'all. March of 2020, Ethereum bottomed out right here at around $97. March. I ain't really trying to get rid. I'm gonna get technical though for it, since you don't want to work. We're gonna get a little technical with you. All right, March of 2020, Ethereum, it got 115, but it was a little bit lower. Ethereum went down to like $89, family. This was March. Now I started telling people, this is we're gonna get exactly right there now, then. Right here. Where is that? Right here. I started telling people, here we go. Come on, get there, get there. You don't want to go there. Every time it hit it, move, man. But basically, it was around $80, man. Long story short, $80, right? So around March and April, we was telling people when we was doing our economic round tree. Remember, we was doing a Monday, every Monday, we done the economic round tree discussion where we was talking about certain things to do in the midst of the chaos. We were saying, buy this, buy that, buy that. Ethereum was at 80-some dollars, and we was telling people to buy it at 80-some dollars. Fast forward to today, Ethereum is at $650 per share. Per share. And in March, we were saying, hey, get some Ethereum. That was the purpose of what we was talking about, get you some Ethereum, right? I'm going to show a couple more. I'm not going to do all of them, but this is a memory lane. We're going to take people down memory lane so you can see what the price of this stuff was when we were saying get it, right? We tell you not Ethereum. I could even show you Bitcoin, but I'm not even gonna hurt your feelings with Bitcoin. But Bitcoin was well like $4,000, but I ain't gonna even show that, man. Because I feel like, go ahead, brother.
I want you to do XRP. That's was my big one.
All right, well here we go. XRP. Let's hit on it right now. XRP is at 60 cents, family. We're taking you down memory lane. And you have to do this from time to time because people always sit on the sideline and wonder why when people give you advice, you don't take the advice. Probably because the person, I don't know what you think of the person that's giving you the advice. So you have your own, I don't know, perception of who should give it to you, how it's supposed to look, whatever, whatever. And you don't listen. So here go XRP. Here we go. In March, XRP was 12 cents in March. Now, even beyond that, I was talking about XRP when it was 25 cents. So even before it was, but in March it was 12 cents. But even when you come into September of 2020, right, you can come, let me go a little bit. But even when you go to September, because I'm gonna make this simple, I don't want to make it hard. Let's go to 9. 9. All right. Even when you come here, you can see XRP 24 cents, 20 cents. This is September, 24 cents. This is September. But all the way back in March, XRP was 10 or 11 cents, family. And now you can looking at it at 60 cents. It was up to almost 70 cents today. We're going down memory lane. But sometimes you gotta remind people because sometimes we forget stuff, right? Let's go to Litecoin. Litecoin at $111. We're not gonna do too many more because I think the point is already being proven. So there's no need to keep beating on a dead stick, right? But let's go to Litecoin. Litecoin, look at this. $34.30. $34.30 in March. $34.30 per share. Now Litecoin at $118. Let's go to Stellar.
Yeah, Stellar, that's one of mine too.
Let's go to Stellar. Let's see what Stellar was in March, man. Hold on, we're gonna hit ADA too. We're gonna hit Cardano too. Cardano and then Stellar. And then we're gonna hit NEXO. Because I've been beating y'all in the head about NEXO, and ain't nobody been listening about NEXO. I don't understand it, but it's all good. I still love you. I still love you, right? So let's go. All right, so let's get to March. There we go. Look at this price, 2 cents. Look at this, 2 cents. In March the 10th is 4 cents. March the 13th, Stella was 2 cents. 2 cents a share. That was in March. And Stella, listen, Stella still ain't got nowhere. Stella been over $1. Stella still ain't but at 16, 18 cents right now. But it was at 2 cents in March, right? That's Stella. It's at 16 cents. It was up to 20 cents today. It done came down. It was up to 20 cents today, right? So we're gonna look at one more. Which one I said? ADA. Or what's the ADA we just looked at? What's the ADA? I think that was Cardano we just looked at. Let me make sure.
Yeah, Cardano.
Yeah, okay, Cardano was 2 cents in March, right? So let's go to XLM. Right? So here we go, XLM. XLM at 18 cents right now. Now in March of this year, XLM went down to 3 cents. It was 3 cents. March the 17th, XLM was at 3 cents. Now XLM ain't even reached its height yet, right? Because XLM height is $1, but still, where is that right now? Is at 18 cents. Now, we're taking y'all down memory lane. So y'all can jump in right now in a moment if y'all want to. I see Master Youth that got up on the show. Brother, you can unmute your mic, say hi to the family. Today, the name of the show is How Long Are You Going? What are you waiting for? How long are you going to wait before you start making money off these markets, right? So we taking them down memory lane, brother. We taking them down memory lane where we was talking about crypto and stocks back in April and May and March when we was doing these shows, telling them about this stuff to buy. And now we going down memory lane, let them see where the prices were and where they at now.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was trying to find my mute button, man. No, you know, I'm not in the Bitcoin, man, but you bringing me over there slowly but surely. But I will say this, man. I know a lot of people saying the stock market gonna crash and do all this wonderful stuff, but most of the time, them experts, so-called experts, is wrong. Most of the time, they are wrong. For example, man, like a lot of people were saying AT&T was a wash. It's no good. Leave that stock alone. And people were complaining, you know, they didn't raise their dividend. It's still 52 cents per share per quarter, which is $2.08 over the span of a year. So you get 52 cents every quarter from them. But AT&T, I can't remember everything they're doing, man. But they're getting rid of DirecTV. They still have a boatload of money, so they can continue to pay their dividend. They are doing some things with like HBO Max, and they're talking about AT&T pretty much getting to the point to where they may, I don't want to say funnel out like movie theaters, but the stuff that they're just going to be offering, man. So AT&T, then you got companies like SPG, Simon Property Group, which people said negative things about. They were going for like $60. I think one time maybe in the low 50s, but right now they're going for $80 some odd dollars. They was paying an $8.20 dividend, might be a few cents off per share that you own. Right now they're paying $5.12 dividend per share that you own. So if you own 20 some odd shares, you got them whenever they're $50, $60, you get over 100 some odd dollars a year in dividends. Reinvest those dividends to make more money. Also, the growth of the stock. I want to say the stock now is like 80 to 90 some odd dollars. Before the pandemic, I want to say Simon Property Group was going anywhere between $140 to $150. So it may seem like, man, that's a lot of money to be throwing on a particular stocks. It is, but I would I would say this, like, you know, Brother Leonard has said quite a few times, you know, instead of spending that money on things that you don't necessarily need and just sacrifice for a little bit, buy a couple of stocks and keep on buying dollar cost average. I mean, man, you got companies like Stag, which is another REIT. You got companies like 3M. You got companies like Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin pays $10 and some change. It's an expensive stock, but if you'd have caught them when they were low, you might have saved like 50 some odd dollars. But companies like Lockheed Martin are going to be around for years because they constantly signing defense contracts. Companies like 3M, who makes tape, who do stuff with masks, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Companies like Lowe's, again, these stocks are a little more on the expensive side, but, you know, if you can afford to get them. I always talk about banks like Ally Bank. A lot of times people would take money, they would take their savings and put it into the bank, but most banks are only going to pay you, what, 0.005%. Most online banks pay you a better interest rate in terms of your money. But here's a kicker to it. If you invest money with that bank, for example, like I think I said this before, Ally Bank pays a 76 cent per year per share that you own. They were going for 30 some odd dollars, but during the pandemic, I think they had dropped down to the low 20s, maybe like in the teens. So if you would have just took like $200 or $300 and bought quite a few shares, you got all the growth in the stock. Then on top of it, you're getting dividends. You get what I'm saying? They're paying you for owning the company. So the whole point of it is stock is here's my whole point with stocks, and you can even add this to Bitcoin or real estate. Become an owner, become an investor. That's where the money lies. It's when you own something. You can go to McDonald's and buy all the Happy Meals you want, but once you spend that money is gone. But if you take that money and buy into the company or buy some land or whatever, now you got a seat at the table. It may be a small seat at the table, but you still have a seat, and you can put yourself in a position to generate income. You know, overly, continually. You know, you have ETFs like PEY, they pay you every month. You can put your money into bonds and you know, anyway, and that's a whole nother conversation, man. But again, to go back, Brother Richard, you have said it, Brother Leonard has said it quite a few times. Brother Saru, you have said it. Create a budget, and I know we have said this stuff time and time again, create a budget and get a roadmap or a plan for your life. When you start doing these things, realize that you may be doing these things by yourself. Your children may not be on your board. Your mom, your dad, your wife, your husband, they may not be on board. But if you have a vision, that's your vision. And if it's a righteous vision, go at it full storm. Go at it. Because eventually, if you stick with it, you know, do come hell or high water, just continue and stick with it. After a while, it's gonna pay off. You just gotta have enough strength to go through the muck and the mire with it. And if you can do that, I'm telling you, on the other side is beauty. There's the comedic law, and I can't remember the name of it, but it talks about how life is a pendulum swing. On one end, it's excellence. Everything is great. It's beautiful. On the other end is hell. That's everybody's life, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe in. And life gonna constantly swing back and forth. So you're gonna have good times and bad times. And the good times, prepare for the bad times. Because there are some storms that no matter what you do, you're just gonna have to face. But if your house is built a certain way, it ain't gonna hit your house the way it's gonna hit somebody else. That's why the story of Three Little Pigs is so important if you know how to read the story. Anyway, that's my piece.
Oh, and on what you were saying about the building your house, and I was just telling the brother Leonard before we started, that for me the foundation is financial literacy. Once you have financial literacy and you understand, you can look at a thing, you got your budget together, you know what bills you need to pay, you working on your credit, you putting something here with Bitcoin, you putting something, and silver finna get on the road. That's a tip. But anyway, man, if you don't have financial literacy, man, you're gonna be making mistakes. What financial literacy does, it actually helps you navigate so that you can make the best informed decisions. It's like building that house on the best foundation. It's like planting that seed in the best soil for the best conditions to do what? To reap the best harvest. And that's why I tell everyone they need to start with financial literacy. It can change your life. And I would like to just go in real quick when Brother Seth Heru was talking about, and this is another secret, when Seth Heru was telling me about Bitcoin. Well, he found me online in one of my groups. And I have this knack or ability to create these groups. I started a crypto group for Coinbase so I can share my links with them. I get money from people signing up on my links to get extra coins and whatnot. But that group is over 15,000 people. 15,000, I can right now tap out something and it's gonna hit 15,000 people around the world. But again, the financial literacy gave me and here go the kicker part, it gave me the confidence to know that I'm making a good decision, because people can't give you that confidence just by telling you something. You need that foundation so that you can be assured that you are making the best decisions possible in all things, your love life, where you build your house, where you plant your food, what kind of car you're gonna buy. It's just, man, you need that. And we need to get that into our children. Quit raising these children to be workers and raise these children to be entrepreneurs, because the government ain't gonna help. Jesus ain't coming, y'all. That's my thing on that, man.
I'm gonna say one thing real quick. This is asking you again, real quick. Okay, so some people may celebrate Christmas, others may not celebrate Christmas, or other people may take that day and they may name it something differently. But I tell you something that I did with my kids. I don't particularly celebrate Christmas, but I don't get in the way of my kids if they want to celebrate it. If you want to celebrate it, you go ahead. You know, I don't, and they know the reason why I don't, and I make them aware of why I don't. But what I did do is, you know, my kids, you know, one thing when you're dealing with kids, man, you can't make nobody understand something. So a kid can only live life through their eyes. They have to grow up and experience life and come to their own level of understanding. I can only make you aware. But as a father, I try not to push my beliefs on you or my sense of knowing 100%, because I have 39 years of experience. I can't expect no 5 or 6 year old to be where I am at mentally. So a lot of times I try to use sound judgment and come to a compromise. So one thing I did, I told my kids is this. I said, you know, if you want gifts, we gotta have a deal. You take half the money that I give you and you invest it into your custodial account. So that's money you have in the future.
That's great.
You get what I'm saying? So go back. So here's a list of companies. We can sit and talk about them. You pick 2 or 3, or you can put all of them into one. It don't matter, but you got to take some of this money and you have to invest it. And I told them, because whatever you get for Christmas or any holiday, 9 times out of 10, if I go to our neighborhood, most kids, the toys they get is in the trash a week or 2 later. You know, it's done. It's over with. But if you take that money and you invest it into MasterCard, or you take that money, you invest into Dave & Buster's or whatever company, that money will be with you through your entirety of your life. You 5 and 6 years old, so you already got a head start. So that way, if you want to celebrate Christmas, you can celebrate. You're a multi-millionaire. Celebrate Christmas however you like. You get what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I just want to drop that out there.
All right, brothers. All right. One thing that we have to think about and have to know, that it is never too late to start gaining financial literacy. All right. I mean, you got, you know, it's better if you do it young. All right. But you know how we are as a people, is that's one of the things that we don't pass down in a large quantity. Right. But you know what, is that's getting ready to change, because we're talking more, we got more information. So, you know, you 25, you know, going on 30, 35 years old, single mother, dad, you know, with children out there, whatever. One thing you have to learn about crisis, all right, because we're in a crisis right now, is how to prepare for a crisis, right? That starts, like the brother said, financial literacy, all right? And it starts out slow, okay? You know, I'm gonna invest in this, so I'm gonna do this. I tell you what, most, you know, I don't know if the younger people do this anymore, but coming up, we used to play spades, right? Well, you know, how do you learn how to play spades? Well, you just go to a party, somebody playing it, they tell you the rules, and you just start playing. You'll lose, you'll get your butt kicked, you all of this, but eventually, if you play it long enough, and you do it long enough, you'll understand how the game works. That's the same thing with crypto. It's the same thing with stocks. It's the same. You have to have an interest level to say, all right, you know what? I need to learn how this works. Don't be ashamed to say, I don't know. Hey, brother, I don't know how this works. Okay, or hey, sister, I don't know how this works. Oh, well, I can tell you how it works. Okay, well, come on, you know. So like I said, is that financial literacy, learning. You know, a lot of people, you know, are intimidated by that. I don't know where to begin. I don't know, you know, like I say, start a budget, have a strategy. Say to yourself, what is it that you want? You know, I am 24, 25, I'm 30 years old. At 40, what do I want? Where do I want to be? What do I need to have, right? And put those goals down. And okay, so now I have the finish line. Now I got to figure out how I'm gonna get there. How am I gonna navigate this obstacle course? Because that's what this is. This is an obstacle course. Do not get stuck on an obstacle. A lot of people, you know, forget about the end and they worry about the obstacles. Oh man, you know, I got this, I got that, I got. Sometimes you might have to take a step back, right? Sometimes you have to take a step back, take 3, 4, 5 steps forward. You know, reevaluate your life. Do I need this? Do I need that? How important is this thing? Change your values, all right? But get started, you know, and it's like I said, start simple. One of the things I always talk about is if you've never saved money, do a $1,000 a year challenge. That's $20 a week. Take a $20 bill every week physically, all right? Physical $20 bill, put it somewhere, don't let nobody know where you put it at, right? And at the end of the year, if you've done that every week, you'll have $1,040. Now, that may not seem like much to, you know, but if you've never saved, some people can't save. Like I said, I don't have no savings. Matter of fact, I'm negative. I can't, not only can't I save, but I owe, you know, I'm always in the red. Okay. You know, see, so that's not no way to live. So like I said, that's why that financial literacy, and financial literacy is not just stocks and bonds and investing and crypto coin. It's how you live your life, a budget, you know, what do you plan on doing? Saving, you know, these types of things, you know, see, so getting a strategy. So, you know, like you said, what's your strategy? All right. You know, if I was 25 years old again and all of this stuff was going on, this is a good time to be young because you got information, you got, you know, everything is out there. Shoot, when I was 25, this type of information was extremely hard to come by, right? I'm 53. This information was very hard to come by, okay? So like I said, is take advantage of the fact, no, you know, I got YouTube University. It's gonna tell me this. I'm start out slow. If you know, say, well, I can't really risk. Okay, well, $50, $100, see what it do for you. Okay. So, oh man, you know, I took this $100 and I made $300. Some people say, well, that's not a lot of money. Well, that's a 200%, that's a 300% return on your money. So, you know, and you do that over and over and over and over again until it builds. Like I said, it's, you know, by the time you're 40, 45 years old, you know, the next crisis will come. You got money put to the side. You got, you know, money growing. You got money locked up. So, okay, well, here's my money I got in my savings just in case for emergency. You ain't worried about credit because you're going out buying everything in cash. Mm-hmm. You know, matter of fact, cash is still king. You go to the car dealership and you look at a car, you say, okay, how much you want? So you go to the car dealership and be like, okay, I want this right here, you know, and then you get to negotiating, you know, well, we want $44,000 for this 2017 F-150 Raptor. I'll give you 35. How much you want? 45. I'll give you $32,000 in cash. You know, now they're going back talking to, oh man, you know. So now I'm not making no payments. I'm not paying that much. This has to pay for it. That's power. You want to get to that point. That way you ain't worried about credit. So like I said, it's you know, the brothers, you know, good conversation. Pay attention. Like I said, I'm paying attention to these cryptos as well. You know, I was in it before. I didn't do well because I didn't understand the game, how you're supposed to play it, right? Because that's the whole key to all of this. Is what is my strategy when it comes to these crypto coins? What is my strategy when it comes to these stocks? What about these ETFs? My next strategy is I got to find out which companies have preferred shares. Okay, preferred shares. You know, really, like I said, par on a preferred share is $25. You want to buy a preferred share, you know, $17, $18, $19. Okay, and the companies, they'll call them back, and you get the difference on that. The thing is, with a preferred shares, you get paid a dividend for holding those stocks. You're not buying a common stock, right? So if something were to happen, you get your money first. All right. Now you can't vote. You don't have voting shares, but you get your money first. All right. When something happens to the company, and your money's protected, and you're not paying as much as you pay for a common stock. A common, like the brother was saying, AT&T. AT&T has a preferred share. Excuse me. Right now, I'm not sure what it's going for. The preferred share may be over $25, so you don't want to fool with it when it's over $25, right? But you catch them, like I say, $20, $19. Same thing with bond. You know, they have preferred share. Well, a bond, $95 is par on a bond. You buy it for $87. Bonds pay a dividend every month. Preferred shares, you know, it all depends. They may pay every month, every quarter, you know, but these companies offer these preferred shares, and they pay you to just hold on to the stock, right? With stocks, you know, like I said, if you want to, when they go up, you want to spend them. You want to go ahead and cash them out. Hey, let me get that money, right? But with preferred shares and then stocks that, you know, pay dividends, oh, well, you know, I can just hold these. And even when the stock is doing bad, you know, energy stocks, I got some XLE, right? Even when XLE was doing bad, okay, which is oil, even when it was doing bad, it still paid me a dividend. I think they pay like $10 a year or something, you know, I forget. But my point is that I don't think it's 10. I may be like, you know, 50 or 25, I forget. But my point is that that's another way, without even doing anything, without doing anything at all. You ain't got to go out and get a part-time job or drive for Uber or do anything. Your money is working and it's making you money. And before you know it, you'll look up and have $5, $10, $15, $20,000, $30,000 sitting somewhere that, oh, well, I forgot about that over there. And now when these emergencies come up, hey, you know, I ain't worried about losing my job. I ain't worried about this, right? Because I have money. I'm paying my debt down. I'm debt free, and I'm good to go. And you could be that way. Think about being that way at about 40 years old. 40 years old, you got a house, cars paid for, okay? You know, your house is paid for. All you got is cost of living, and then your money is continuously making money. That's you know, you know, you get passive income. You get into real estate. You know, it all can happen, but it starts now. It ain't gonna happen tomorrow. All right, and if you know, if you want to be like, oh, well, damn, you know, 40 years is a long time. 40 years you be 40 before you know it, right? See, so anyway, so, that's my piece. Go ahead.
All right, brother, let me get in because we brother Master, you had talked about the Ali stock, right? Ali Bank. I want y'all to see this, family. You can look in March of this year. The stock went to $11.70, family. It dropped down to $11.70 per share. And now, as of today, this same stock is at $34.02. Now, mind you,
I bought them up. I bought them mama jammers up, buddy.
And look, remind you, we were saying back then, you buy the dip. While everybody else was talking about the stock market was crashing, we were saying this is the best time to buy in, right? Let's go to another stock. But remember, the name of today's show is what's taking you so long? Like, what's holding you back? How long are you going to wait and watch other people make money off this market before you decided to get in, right? Let's go to American Airlines. You know, COVID-19, oh, the airlines are shut down. American Airlines is done, right? Y'all remember this? All right, so look, when you go into March, American Airlines had got down to $10.25. $10.25. That's the lowest it got down to. I jumped in. I ain't gonna front. I jumped in on American Airlines because I understood what was going on, right? But now today, American Airlines is $16.80. It had peaked, it had got to look up to $17, almost $18 a share, but it's working its way down. Trust and believe with this COVID-19 is gonna go back up because people are gonna start back traveling, right? This let's go to another stock, Riot. Now Riot blockchain, because me being into crypto, I understand that Riot blockchain is gonna rise when crypto rise. So when Bitcoin go up, Riot gonna go up. I understood this, and this is a gem that I was doing a lot of. Day trading with Riot. I was buying contracts. I was going short or going long with Riot for a while before I mentioned it to anybody. So I'm gonna just be real. I ain't tell nobody. But look, I want y'all to see something now. When you go to March, you see the price of Riot? $1. $1.14 in February. $1.18. $1.28. But March the 6th, $1.07. $1.01 March the 11th. 73 cents March the 12th. 72 cents. 66 cents on the 16th. 65 cents on the 18th, right? That's the lowest I think it got was 65 cents. Today, Riot is at $10.40. Now, earlier, Riot was at $10.63. Now look at the rise in Riot and look at the rise in Bitcoin. You see how it coincides? Bitcoin and the crypto market started taking this move in November. When did Riot start taking this move, really? I mean, it started a little bit earlier, but it really started moving in November when Bitcoin started moving. They go hand in hand. That's why I sent the text out yesterday that Riot was going to go up today. I knew it was. Now, it didn't go as high as I thought, but it went up. But I knew it was because Bitcoin went up yesterday. So, right? So here goes something that was a 68 cents back in March, 65 cents. And today it's at $10.40 a share. Let's look at silver. Richard brought up silver, right? Now, I know y'all remember I was telling y'all Quicksilver. For all y'all on these pages, y'all remember Quicksilver. I'm still a part of Quicksilver. And I was telling y'all to sign up to get your silver, right? Well, when did we start this? In March. Look at the price of silver in March. $12.42. We're going down memory lane today, right? This is a memory lane show, so we can take you down memory lane so you can see what we was talking about in March and April when we had these economic roundtable shows every Monday. We was talking about this stuff. Look at silver, $12.27, $12.42. What's silver at today? Like $25? Today, silver $25.77. That's today. Silver had got close to $30 one time. So silver was sitting here at $12. Now it's at $25, right? So not only can we talk about that, let's go to some Zoom stocks. Let's deal with Zoom, right? Because listen, we got to take it back, right? We have to take this stuff back down memory lane so you can see what the opportunities that was there if you would have took the advice and used it. So let's go to March. Let's see Zoom. In March, I think the cheapest was 108. I think 108.49. March the 10th. Where's Zoom at now? $401. Yeah. Today, Zoom at $401.62. Now, I know I remember in March, people were saying, buy Zoom, because people staying at home, they're going to be on telecommunication, right? But with this, you can see firsthand. Oh, let me stop my screen sharing right fast. I need to go back because yeah, I want to share again. I just wanted them to see that we here. But with this, you can see that, look at that. That thing was $101, $105. Then it jumps all the way back up to $401, family. So, and what's funny is all these videos are archived on NCRBGZ Productions. They are all archived. And when we took you down, I'm taking you down memory lane so you can see that this ain't nothing new that we're talking about. We ain't just some Johnny come lately, now that the prices is up. We like, oh, you should have. No, we told you when the price was down. That was the key, because you buy when it's down, not when it's up. So right now, Bitcoin is going haywire. Everybody and their mama want to jump on the bandwagon now. Where when Bitcoin halved, and it was around $8,000 to $9,000, I was telling everybody, buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is halving. After Bitcoin halved, the price is going to go up 8,000, 9,000 per Bitcoin. I'm saying, get it. Get you a percentage. Get you $100 worth. Get you $200 worth. Get $1,000 worth. Do you know what $1,000 worth of Bitcoin at $8,000 is worth right now? That is $23,000. You know your money done double for one. So you know that 1,000 is automatically 2,000, right? But that 1,000, when Bitcoin got to 23,800, that's almost 3 times your amount. Because 8,000 times 3 is 24,000. So you done turned your money 3 times off a $1,000 bet. This was back in October. When did Bitcoin have? July, August range. That was around the range when it had. This ain't even been 6 months. It's been 3-4 months. And you could have done turned $1,000 3 times. This man, you would put 10,000. This man, you would have brought one. So the point of this is that, how long are you going to wait, family? What is your excuse? For anybody that's watching this video live, and I appreciate y'all watching it live, or anybody that watched the playback, what is your excuse if you have been following us all this time? What is your excuse? You don't have no excuse. Y'all jump in.
Yeah, bro, I just want to say, you got the receipts. You got the receipts, man, because it's just the truth, man. And it's just, and I'm just talking from my perspective, financial literacy anyway. And I told you, man, people have attacked me. Actually came on my timeline. I'm not on their timeline, on my timeline, to attack me about what I'm trying to show people. And back to what the other brothers were saying, a brother that's 39, man, I'm gonna be 52. I wish I was 25, but I'm not that. All I can really do now is put it in my kids and those around me. But man, we at a point, whether you want the COVID vaccine or not, man, you got to understand, man, you got to take a stand about your finances and your future. I'm telling you, look, all that great. Man, I'm just older than most people, but man, I just hope somebody really, man, we need to do an altar call on this, man. If you really ready to change your life and you really want to do better, and you don't want to have to wait on the stimulus check, man, do little things now, the little things. And man, when you learn the power of compound, the rule of 72. I didn't learn the rule of 72 when I was 25. Man, a lot of this has to do with our mindset. And if you haven't realized that, hell, they might not give you the thing. You don't want to take it. They might not give it to you. Man, you're gonna be lost in this world, man. And I just tired of seeing my young brothers, these rappers killing each other, and all this craziness going on in their lives, man. When you have an opportunity to build something great for yourself, for the simple reason technology has taken over the world. We was afraid of technology. I'm afraid of AI. Man, go buy you some AI stock if you're scared of it. But man, just sitting on the sideline watching people, and they come at me now because I talk about Bitcoin, but I'm not telling them about the altcoins. And you're looking at Bitcoin, but like you say, and you coined the phrase for me, where the father goes, the children follow. Don't just get lost on that one, because it's these other ones that's got so much potential to go from 6 cents to $10. Man, Bitcoin, I ain't gonna say Bitcoin won't jump that high, but you know what I'm saying in terms of fractions. From 6 cents to $2 or $3, man, it's a it's a big difference.
You know, brother, since you brought some up, I'm gonna share my screen again because you brought up some more stocks. Like I told y'all, this is a memory lane show. Memory lane. Now listen, I done a video called Crypto Tsunami. The video was called Crypto Tsunami, State of Emergency. And I talked about Pfizer. I talked about that in that video when I done Crypto Tsunami. I talked about the Pfizer stock. And I talked about how they was about to get approved. Leonard, you was on the show with me.
Yep.
We were talking about how they was about to get approved and the price of Pfizer jumped up. It skyrocketed, right? But let's look at Pfizer back here in March. $26.99. Now today it's at $38. But when it first came out with the saying that it had got approved, it went up to $42.56, family. Not only that, let me keep going. I'm gonna just show y'all about three. Then I'm gonna let y'all
do, and I want to give thanks to, and y'all probably gonna hate me for saying, to President Trump. I listened to President Trump and bought Moderna. Go see what that's doing.
That's what. Look, I already got it pulled up. You talking about this? Moderna?
Yeah, I got Moderna.
Listen. I already had it pulled up, bro. Cause listen. Look at the price of Moderna back in March. It was $28. I think $28.18. That might be the cheapest. Here we go, $25.82. $25.82 in March. Moderna is now $144. And it was even higher. It had got close to $160. Now Moderna and Pfizer are the two that has the coronavirus vaccinations, right? And since we brought about this, I'm gonna watch what I say. I'm gonna share an article, and I'm gonna let y'all just make your own decision about it, right? Because you know when you talk about vaccinations and stuff, you get flagged, right? So I'm just gonna report the news, but right? It's an article that says about the Moderna. I'm gonna pull it up. Vaccination, right? Moderna and Pfizer, both of them, they cannot be sued. They can't be sued if you take it and you have some side effects. All right, look now. Listen, listen. Facebook, I'm just reporting the news. You know, I'm just listen. You go to CNBC and you fuss at them about this, Facebook, because all I'm doing is reporting the news. All right, this is an article on CNBC. It says you can't sue Pfizer or Moderna if you have severe COVID vaccine side effects. The government likely won't compensate you for damages either. Hey, family, you can Google this. You can read it your own. You make your own decision, right? this is just the news, but it says that you can't sue these. You can't sue them. So if you have that Bell's palsy where your face turned sideways, but we saw the 4 people that well, I leave that alone. Where the supposedly 4 people that had the side effects, where their face was twisted. You can't sue them for the vaccine. So we'll just leave COVID alone for a minute. Let me show y'all one more stock, right? Let me go to GameStop. Now, let's look at the price of GameStop in March. Now, the reason I'm pulling up GameStop is a lot of people are gamers. So you got $3.70, $3.63. I think that might be the lowest, $3.63. Well, I saw 2. I thought I saw $2 something. Maybe I did. All right, $3, basically $3.50. Now, what happened? They came out with a PlayStation 5, didn't they? And we'll look at the price. We'll look at what happened to the price when it skyrocketed. When they came out first, they came out with the talking of it because they back in October, September, October, they were saying that the new game coming out. Then look at the GameStop at $16. It just skyrocketed because of PlayStation 5. Now look at the bottom fall out after it came out. So now us who deal with stocks and you play the contract game, after it peaked, if you would have went for a short contract, not going long, you pull a short contract that the price gonna bottom out, you got paid. And if you knew the game, you got paid when it went up, and you got paid when it bottomed out. But that's the name of the game, family, right? So with that being said, let me pull up one more thing. Because I've been beating people in the head about, look at Bitcoin. I don't think I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Right, I'm gonna stay away.
Hey, said Haru.
Yeah.
I want to drop some information because, like I say, I've been following this Bitcoin a long time. I've been with Coinbase a long time, and them brothers finna release an IPO.
Yeah, I saw it.
One more nugget for you guys, cause I follow certain things. Cause you mentioned the GameStop. We really need to look at DraftKings.
Yeah.
When they legalize gambling, that's the main part. And I like and like I say, when I investigated a company like DraftKings and I signed up, and then they started sending me those emails and offering me this $1,000 cost of the tournament, I'm like saying to myself, man, that shit gonna work, man, because they marketing. I love a company that's marketing. So those are a few things I am really looking at. And you haven't probably followed it as long as I had, so see the vision that I see. But man, you'll be wise.
Let me tell y'all, it's some gaming coins that you can gamble on the crypto, and that is gonna kill the game. Because these coins, you can bet them, and the coins are worth money, right? You can bet them on the fights, on everything, on the games, on boxing matches, on races, and you can just bet the crypto with each other. But they've been blocking that. That's why I ain't talked about it yet. But you got some crypto sites right now, like Wavy. I give you what? WAAVEY, WAAVERY, Wavy. It's a crypto. Probably it's a fraction of a penny. But it's a gambling crypto where you gamble. Well, look, let me show y'all. I want to show y'all NEXO. Because I've been beating people in the head about NEXO. And for some odd reason, I've been giving away free gems. So when I tell you to join the advanced max crypto class, you pay the $99. Like, if I was on the other end, I'd have been paid the $99, especially if I had been following this person and seeing and done made money off some of the stuff the person been saying. But I've been beating people in the head about NEXO. And the thing about NEXO is this. Look at this chart. NEXO, I don't have to go back to March of 2020. We can go back to we can go here, September. I've been beating you in the head for NEXO since September, October. Look at the price, 12 cents, 13 cents. It ain't going nowhere, 12, 13. It peaked at maybe 14 cents. So from 12 to 14 cents for 2-3 months, I've been beating you in the head for NEXO. Saying, look, get NEXO. Look at it today. NEXO is at 70 cents a share. And all you gotta do is look at the videos. It's on Max Crypto News. I've been breaking NEXO down. I was breaking NEXO down when I was breaking down Stellar and XRP. When Stellar was 8 cents and XRP was 25 cents, I was talking about NEXO because NEXO was only like 3 or 4 cents higher than Stellar at the time. Now, Stellar only got up to 25, 20 cents. NEXO was at 70 cents a share. And I've been talking about it since it's been 10, 11, 12, 13 cents. Proof is in the pudding. The videos are on the channel. Right? So again, my question is, what are you waiting for? How much money will be made before you decide to start getting some of this money out of these markets? That's my question. To everybody that's going to watch this that's not involved in either the stock market or the crypto market, what are you waiting for? Especially if you have been following these pages for the last 6 to 8 months and watching these videos. What are you waiting for? That's just my question. Y'all can jump in. I'm gonna scroll over the Bitcoin chart while y'all talking though. Y'all can jump in.
To add to what the brother was talking about, some hot stuff that's getting ready to come up. Marijuana stocks. A lot of people that went to jail. A lot of people that went to jail, fooling around with a nickel or dime. For the price of a nickel or dime, you could buy yourself some YOLO. Like I said, that's what I got right now. That's what I got. I got some YOLO. YOLO, I think I bought it about $11. Go ahead.
Spell it for me. I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, YOLO. YOLO, YOLO. It's an ETF.
YOLO.
Yep, it's the ETF. And like I said, it's the ETF. Just got multiple medical marijuana, stocks in it, holdings in it, right? It's got some Aurora. It's got some stuff out of Canada. Aurora's the one that's out in, I think Aurora is what, ACM? Aurora's out in Colorado. But the federal government is getting ready to legalize marijuana. They're getting ready to decriminalize marijuana. And just like with them pharmaceuticals, all right, study the pharmaceuticals, because here's the dirtiest secret in America right now is how the pharmaceutical company got American citizens hooked on heroin. And the heroin is called Oxycontin, all right, or Oxycodone, whatever that you know.
Yeah.
So guess what? Nobody's talking about how the pharmaceutical company literally just basically took heroin and made it into another form of a drug, for pain management, and people had gotten hooked on it. So now you got everybody, this Oxycontin. So guess what? The pharmaceutical industry, because they've been doing this for years. Heroin was created in the early 1900s to replace morphine, and heroin was twice as addictive as morphine. So like I said, they've been, codeine, any of these drugs with Vicodin, codeine, all these, addictive type heroin-based, poppy-based drugs, all right, they're getting ready to change that right on over to damn marijuana as a pain management, right? People with fibromyalgia, arthritis. You already see the boost in CBD oil and hemp. Now, like I said, as you got companies, the biggest fear with that is, man, if I do this stuff, am I going to come up positive on a piss test? When they make it to where no, you know, a company cannot hold it against you for being positive on a piss test. If you have marijuana, either, you know, be it the CBD oil or whatever, right? When that happens, people are going to start buying it. They're going to recreation for pain management. Pharmaceutical companies are going to be like, oh yeah, okay, that's all they're waiting for, because this is an excellent pain management drug, excellent drug for all different types of stuff. This is getting ready to take the place of the poppy-based, cocaine-based drugs in our system, right? There's all types of studies, everything. So, hey, get in on these methods. Nugs, like I say, YOLO has a bunch of them. You know, like I said, I'm an ETF guy. I like these ETFs because, like I said, they're a lot of low risk when you first starting up. Like I said, I bought mine. I think I bought it for about $11 a count, about $11 a share. It's up to $16 a share, so it's very affordable, and it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
Can I speak on the ETF?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is the financial literacy part of understanding the ETF. With the ETF, you own in multiple companies. If 2 go down, the other 10 or 12, they don't go down. That's called diversification, and it's automatic in an ETF. I would tell anybody who don't know nothing about stocks and bonds to get you the S&P 500 ETF as your foundation. Then you own Nike. Then you own Visa. Then you own all 500 of those companies in one stock. I'm tired of telling people this stuff, man. They need to think about
this logo he was talking about, this thing was $6 in March.
Right.
$5.70, $5.90, and right now it's $16.86.
Right.
And y'all want to know something? If you didn't know, I can read the stock charts just like I read the crypto charts. I can, you know.
Yeah.
If you know how to read the charts, you can read the charts. So I can look at this stock right now and tell you it's under the RSI. So that's a good sign. It was overbought. This is the 1 hour chart. And, you know, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do too much. But I'm going to just show y'all that I can read these. If you know how to read crypto charts, you can read the stock charts. And that's what I'm really finding out, right? So it's just that it ain't that much volume. It ain't that much volume with this stock right now. You don't see a lot down here, so that means the volume ain't that high. But you can see that they just had a bullish cross right here. It's a bullish cross. You had a bearish cross right here, so the price dipped. Now you got a bullish cross, and you see the price has went back up. So you got this right here at 1609 will be a point of resistance. This would be your resistance line. If I wanted to, this would be resistance. So, right, I could draw, but I'm not. It's not a lot of volume. You can see the high. So right here would be 1721 is where you want to see it go. So you don't want it to go under because you got a lower low right here. You got a higher high over here. So basically what you want to do, see is get over this 1721 and see if it can make another higher high. All right.
And on that, I can't read charts like you, but I learned this technique where it goes to the pyramid scheme. But at certain points you can plot the high and the low, and then once you get this other point, and I can see it visually, I can't explain. I swear I can't. But you can see which way it's heading. But it's a pyramid shape.
We told
I don't.
Fibonacci.
I don't. Huh?
The Fibonacci retractor. You got the Fibonacci retractor. I used to use the Fibonacci all the time. Then you got the flag post where it make a flag. You know what I'm saying? You know how to flag down, and then you got a triangle. Like
They
I had,
got cups and handles.
yeah, handles, W's, they got all that stuff, man. Right, but I'm gonna look into this stock. Thanks for I wouldn't buy it now though. I will wait for this stock to come down. Like this stock right here that we're talking about, I will wait. I will wait until what a moving average, the 290-day moving average. I don't see the moving average. Let me see if I can find the moving average. Yeah, the moving average is down here. So right now the moving average is at $13.80. So really, I wouldn't buy this stock until it touched this moving average.
And can you explain if you know anything about I watch this stock show all the time, and they talk about the 21-day moving average.
Yeah, you just have different one, right? This moving average is a 290-day. Where it said we got moving average, you got 290 close. This is a 290-day. You got a 15-day moving average. I use the 15-day and a 34. 15-day moving average, then a 34-day moving average. You can put whatever day you want. You can make it a 21-day moving average. You can make it a 1-day moving average. It's depending on you, but my thing is I found what works and I just stick with it. Ain't no reason. But I can make this a 21-day moving average if I want to. But I deal with the 15-day and the 34-day. And then I have a 290-day moving average. But this moving average right here is usually your resistance, like your very bottom, where like this is the bottom. Like, and with Bitcoin, I'm gonna show y'all something. With Bitcoin, this moving average is very keen, right? So you can tell I got so much on this chart. What is that? I might as well go and erase this because we done bypassed all this. Like this right here was resistance that we had to get by, but Bitcoin done blew by all that shit. It done wiped all that out. All this is gone now. So this would be areas of support if it's falling. Right, but let me show y'all. All right, so this is the moving average for Bitcoin. Let me get these going. Get these all off. They ain't no good now. But Bitcoin ain't going down here no time soon. But this would be a good buy for Bitcoin. I'm gonna tell you exactly where the good buy for Bitcoin would be. It's right where this moving average is at. The moving average is at $19,287. So if Bitcoin were to crash to here, I would buy it. That would be the moving average.
Okay, good deal.
So let me hold on. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Or the RSI. I'm gonna delete the move. I'm gonna just show y'all the RSI, man. There's so much stuff you can use. The RSI right here is good because you want to see when it's oversold and when it's not oversold. And you know that with the RSI, you don't want to stay oversold. You want to stay within here. When it's oversold, you get broke down, right? But on my last video, I broke this shit all the way down. Like, well, you take this thing to the 5-year chart of Bitcoin, and you can see. Let me move this. I need to move this. This is in my way. Y'all don't see what I see, but it's in my way. All right, there we go. Let me go to the all. Right. So look, what I point out is with this RSI, every time we are oversold, hold on. Hold on. Because I don't want to give all my tricks away. But look, with this RSI, every time that we're been up like this, we've been in a bull run, right? So this is the first time Bitcoin went to an all-time high. Was here. It was the first all-time high that Bitcoin went to, right? It won't that much either. Hold up. To do this correctly, I gotta do this. I do this shit right. All right. So Bitcoin came out in 2008. You see that in 2012, it was over the RSI. So it's up above the RSI. It hit an all-time high. This was the first all-time high Bitcoin ever hit. It's like $133, right? It came down, then it went back up, right? It hit another all-time high, like $1,084, right? It consolidated. Look, when it went over the RSI again, How many years is this? This 2016, when the first time it went over. 2013. This is that 4-year window period that I'm talking about, right? You see, there's a 4-year window period, right? So 2016, Bitcoin, what did it do? It went over the RSI. What did it do when it went over the RSI? It hit an all-time high. It came down. It touched the RSI. Then it hit another all-time high at 19,000. This is when we got to 19,000 in 2017. What did Bitcoin do? It came back under the RSI. What year is it now? What month is this? It's December 2020. What is Bitcoin doing? It's coming back over this RSI. If you realize every 4 years, it comes over the RSI. It comes over the RSI and it dips down. 4 years later, it comes over the RSI and hits an all-time high and it's dipped down. Well, look at what's happening right now. Bitcoin has just started coming back over this RSI. What have we just done? Hit another all-time high. So look how far it went over the RSI these other bull runs. And you see, we're just in the beginning of this RSI coming above. So just imagine if it go as high as it went the other 2 years. The other 2 times it went above the RSI. Just imagine if Bitcoin go this high this time, that high over the RSI. You're looking at $50,000 to $60,000 a Bitcoin. That's what it's showing. So when I say Bitcoin is going to get to $50,000 or higher, just imagine if it used this common sense, current events, and calculations. This the 3 C's right in your face. 3 C's. You can't. It done it once. It done it twice. Well, shit. This is the 3rd year. It's gonna do it again. So the question is, how high is it gonna go above the RSI and then come down? Look at the last year in 2017. It went up some. It came down. So that's why I said Bitcoin consolidate. But what did it do? It went up, came down a little bit, went up, and when it came down, it went sideways before it came under it, as if it wanted to go back up again. And that makes the W. So you can expect Bitcoin to come up, come down, go back up, and then come back down. The question is, when it go up, well, how high is this? It's 23,000 right now. Well, just imagine if it come all the way up, like it did these 2 times. How high is this going to be? 100,000? It's not that far. If you look at from where we at to right here, this is 200,000. I'm gonna show y'all something, man. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna leave Bitcoin alone. I'm gonna put a line right here. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. That right here is $200,000. Where that line I just put is $200,000 per Bitcoin. Look at the RSI. Look how far that RSI went on the other times it went up. Just imagine if it go that high. You telling me we won't be at no damn $200,000 if it go that same amount of height? It's the same amount. Look at the difference. That's $200,000 easy. Easy. And and if it do the W go up, come down, and go back up, because if you look at this time on the second go round, the time it went back up, it went higher. The next time it went higher than it did the first time. If it do the same thing, man, you're looking at 200,000, 200,000 or more. That's why motherfuckers saying it's gonna be $400,000 by the end of next year. And I can see it. This is proof right here. This just using the RSI. This not even using all of the other tools that you can use when you're reading this stuff, man. But let me stop sharing. Y'all want to jump because I don't want to turn this into a Bitcoin show, because I won't try to really talk about Bitcoin. Look, let me show y'all this since I thought about it. All right, this is Smart Crypto News, right? And this is talking about today, the biggest movers. So NEXO has went up 26.8% today. Ripple has went up 23.1% today. Litecoin has went up 22.5% today. Zen has went up 19.3% today. And Bitcoin has went up 17.2%. This is just today. Now, let's look at the top 3. I've been beating you in the head about NEXO. I was beating you in the head about XRP. So 2 out of the top 5, I've been beating people in the head for the last 3 months, 2-3 months about. and they two of the top right now. This is as of today, the price moves, the biggest movers. Litecoin, I always love Litecoin. I got a lot of Litecoin. Litecoin, my friend. Right? So, I mean, just look at it, man. Like, the proof is in the pudding, family. So, when I tell y'all that I'm offering, an advanced crypto class for $99 and email me, yo, y'all should be running. If the roles were reversed, I would give you my $99 and be like, you know what? I believe. I done seen enough. I believe. But I'm gonna tell you, this is our thing, man. Our problem is our psychological disposition we have when who we receiving the information from. Because we have been taught and conditioned that for people to give us correct and right information, they have to look a certain way. And a lot of times they can't be like me and you. No, we the wrong people. We don't fit the description. We're not the people that's supposed to give the right information. You know, we the ones that's supposed to give you the free information. Hook me up, bro.
Yeah.
This is what we supposed to do. Because we don't see the value in ourselves. So when you don't see the value in yourself and somebody else is giving you valuable information, you're not going to see the value in information because you don't see value in yourself. Because the person that's giving you the information 9 out of the 10 times look like you. Nah, bro, I hold you at a different standard. But yet you can get these same pundits that's on CNN that sit up there talking about Bitcoin and the rise of altcoins. These motherfuckers just Johnny come latelys. They ain't been doing this for 4 or 5 years. But because I'm not the one on CNN, I'm not in a suit and tie, right? I'm not the look that I'm supposed to have, right? I ain't that look. I'm not, man, this guy look like he trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you do when you see, oh, man, he trying to hustle, man. He trying to hustle me. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see the value in yourself, so you're not going to see the value in me. But what you cannot deny, this is the proof. This is why I done this show. The proof is in the pudding. You can't deny receipts. That's why I showed this. Because you can't deny receipts. So now it's just your mind is messed up. Now you're in a conundrum, like, yo, damn, he just showed. And what's funny is all the videos is on the channels. So you can go back and watch the videos. So now you're really in a conundrum, like, yo, what am I, what's, now you gotta ask yourself, what is your problem? What is really your problem? Why you're not applying this information? What is really going on? You know, and I just leave it at that, man. Y'all own jump in.
Hey, man, after that wonderful speech, I'm gonna wear being called a scammer as a badge of honor. I used to get tired of it, but right now, as of today, the next person who called me a scammer, I'm gonna congratulate him because I've learned how to scam the system. And guess what? I scam on them taxes. We ain't talked about the taxes, but taxes gonna come up. You know these people sitting around waiting on their tax refund? I've been getting mine all year.
Hey, matter of fact, that's our next show.
Yep.
Listen, I wanted to do an end of the year show because starting next year, I'm gonna offer a class to help you fix your credit. I'm gonna offer a class, a 4 to 6 week class where we're gonna fix your credit. And it's up to you. You can pay us, but we're gonna teach you how to fix credit. You can take the class or you can't. It's up to you, but I'm gonna offer it. But we can do an end of the year show to prepare people to do their taxes, right? Or to prepare people to let them see how they can not pay taxes and do it legally without breaking the law and don't have to worry about Uncle Sam sweating you down your back, right? So we'll talk about that offline and we'll set that up and we'll do a show about that. But y'all, we've been up here longer than I thought. Y'all got any closing remarks, anything y'all want to say to the family?
Yeah, I guess Real simple. Pay attention and get started. Right? It ain't gonna start for you. Get started. Go through trial and error. There are no failures. There's only lessons.
Thanks.
Fam, I just like to say, if you want to reach out to me and you interested in getting the foundation, the financial literacy, if that's what you need, and I think you need it, hey, look me up online, Richard Medley Jr.
Family, you know where I'm at. I'm on Max Crypto News. I'm on NCRBGZ Productions. I see y'all probably tomorrow morning. Do a video about crypto. I didn't want to do one tonight. I just wanted to take y'all down memory lane. So
it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
So and what's funny is these brothers that's up here, we all been doing this all together, all along. So we've been riding this wave together. We've been riding it together. And I hope y'all been riding it with us. And you know what? It's not about gratification. Understand me well. It's not about gratification because I don't do what I do for gratification. I'm already happy. My family is taken care of. I get to see my children every day. I get to see my loved ones every day. I watch them grow. And I'm preparing them for a better future than what I had. I'm already satisfied. You understand me? My gratification doesn't come from no one telling me thank you. I don't do this for that. This ain't what I'm doing that for. I'm doing this to help others because I needed somebody to help me. And I don't mind giving information away. But at the same time, I do mind being compensated at times. And it is what it is. So I'm going to keep giving y'all information. That's the whole purpose. We all are, because information should be free. I agree. So I don't mind, family. So I just appreciate y'all for spending your time watching us, because your time is very important. Time is very precious, and we have to realize how precious our time is and make sure that we're doing the right things with our time. What are you doing with your time, right? Brother Polite talked about, and I'm going to end with this, because Brother Polite talked about on one of his live streams, he asked a wonderful question. He said, why do times start with a second? He asked that question. He said, why do times start with a second? He's like, that's the oxymoron, which it is. How can you start off second instead of starting off first?
Damn.
So you start your day off being second. But in life, the ancients started things off with a moment, right? You had a moment, and then in that moment, you got memories. And then if that moment was great, you wanted to do it again. I want to do it a second time, right? But you don't start off doing it second. You start off doing it first. So we have been conditioned to start our day off thinking second. So therefore, we don't want to be the first engineer. I don't want to be the first person to go to the moon. I don't want to be the first person to graduate from college. I don't want to be the first person to swim the ocean, whatever. Because you have a defeatist mindset, because words are powerful. Words are powerful, man. You don't start your day off with a second. You start your day off first. And that's why time is very important, because you can never get your time back. You can get a refund. You can buy stuff from a store, and you can be like, guess what? I don't want to give me a refund. But when it comes to your time, you can't never get that time back, family, because time is our most valuable asset. And we know from the time we are born that we are on limited time, because we know we got a certain amount of time we're going to leave here. So your time is your most valuable asset. So family, I really appreciate y'all spending y'all time watching what I do. That's why I keep telling y'all this. I really appreciate it, because I know my time is valuable and your time is valuable, but you have to also take back the essence of your time and make sure you're using your time wisely, because we're first, we're not second. Understand that. Only somebody that have came second would think second. Because a first person, you speak in a first person, don't you? You don't speak in a second person. You speak in a first person. Time don't start with seconds, family. Time start with moments. So let's make these good moments so we can remember these moments, so we can pass these moments on, so we can tell our children about the moments that we created. And if we create good moments, I want to do it all over again. So let's do it again a second time, right? With that being said, man, peace, family. I'll catch y'all on the next show. I love y'all, man. Peace.